Join us this week on Chuffed Adventures as we continue exploring the areas around Isla Espiritu before heading off to Isla Canas, where we host an impromptu clinic at Ensenada Village. We decided to explore the river near Isla Espiritu. With our new engine, we figured we could zip up and down in style. We picked up Nika and we were on our way. As we drew nearer, we realised the engine would not be necessary to explore this river. With Panama's massive tidal changes, it was all but dry.
We're getting heavy now.
So this is a really cool ecosystem because we have the river and creek that dries out. Then we've got all the mangroves, and then it goes all the way up into a beautiful jungle. So hopefully lots of cool animals around and just some cool scenery too. Areas like this are teeming with fauna and flora of every kind. It makes you realise there is such beauty in nature if only you take the time to stop and appreciate it. Salt or fresh? Brackish. Brackish.
Goodbye, buddy.
Slowly but surely. You can see all those little tiny micro hairs like moving on your surface.
Yeah, it looks really cool. That's what moves the sand, I guess?
Yeah.
And why do they have that little flowery pattern on the back?
I thought I'd change to their skeleton, but I don't know.
Joel, Mr. Marine Biologist, Mr. Professional Beach Bum.
After exploring for an hour or two, we returned to Possum to admire the view while we snacked on mystery delicious canned goods provided by Nika. We were then off to the boats to prepare for tonight's barbecue, with Joel chauffeuring us ladies around. We are in Espiritu Santos and just started a nice fire. We got a feast to eat tonight and just a few little drinks before we head off to another island in the morning. And our little patient is doing better too. He or she is just relaxing in the cockpit now, so hopefully we'll be alright tomorrow morning. The next morning we prepared to depart. Of course, with Panama's weather there was some rain about. Chuffed being the absolute whale magnet that she is, we had a few visitors even in the 1-hour journey to our next destination. Okay, yeah. That's alright, we know where you are, that's all we worry about. Yeah, I don't want to stick too close to them because they're obviously having to play. Woo! Go baby, go! Oh, there, I can still see him, yeah. So this is our nice narrow little passage into Isla Canas. We're going to be going nice and slowly because there's a 9-metre channel, but on either side there is rocks and very shallow water. But we're coming in at a rising tide, so hopefully that will help us out if we run into any trouble. The anchorage is tucked up on the eastern side of Isla Canas, in around 11 metres of water at high tide. With the narrow channels between Isla Canas and the mainland of Isla del Rey, it is very well protected and a really nice area. Alright, we've just anchored up at Isla Canas. It's a beautiful, secluded, protected anchorage. And there's a little village that's actually a little distance off, but we're hoping we might be able to go visit, where is it? Over on that far shore. And we're hoping we might be able to go visit and see some of the animals there. On the way to the village, we performed very complicated emergency thong repair surgery before arriving at the small village of Ensenada. There's around 60 people and 25 dogs living in this small village. With a school, church and a cantina, it has everything the locals could want. We introduced ourselves to the locals as we went along, reminding people that we're here to provide free veterinary care.
¿Tienes miedo? ¿Tienes miedo? Ajá. Ya estás
At first, people here can be a little suspicious of getting something for nothing, but once the first brave dog and its owner stepped up, we were inundated with animals. Most of the dogs were presented for a general checkup and parasite control, but one little fella had very severely infected ankles and feet from old bite wounds. Thankfully, he could still walk a little, so we gave him antibiotics and anti-inflammatories, and I have high hopes he'll be better soon. Sí, mucho. Fuera, pero caminando.
Caminando. Un poquito, sí, él no caminaba, ya camina.
Pobrecito.
No la carga.
No.
No la traigas así arrastrado, papá.
Inflammatory?
Cao.
Sí, claro, porque no saben lo que pasa.
¿Cómo es su nombre? ¿Cómo se llama? Candela. Candela, sí.
With a much smaller population of dogs here, overall they're much healthier than in San Miguel. We moved from house to house, treating dogs of all shapes and sizes along the way. Some of the villagers were more excited to see us than others.
Tira mordete.
No, no necesita cúpera, no necesita.
Este a mí me tira mordete cuando lo visita. Cuidadito, cenizo. ¿Ah?
Con me in San Miguel?
Esa me la dieron en San Miguel ayer.
Oh, someone else brought it to San Miguel, so he doesn't know.
Bien. It's bien. It's good to see when the
Yeah, that's really cool that you get to see her again.
I recognized you. I did, I recognized you.
That's so cool.
Ella,
Sí.
ahora,
Se embaraza.
De poquita. No, poquito.
How much did you say you weighed? 25?
Yeah.
Tira mordete. Compañero. Me tira mordete porque él es que el papá de él.
Muchas gracias.
Picante.
Sí. Joel gusta
Me gusta.
Picante.
Oh, mucho.
On the journey back to Chuffed, we reflected on this small village and its dogs. The people here were so excited and grateful to have a veterinarian in their midst. They truly wanted what was best for their pets, and some even travelled to San Miguel to see us when we were there. The villagers really understood that their pets needed to be spayed and neutered to help control the population and reduce diseases in the area. They all but begged us to come back the next day to perform surgeries. It's moments like this, exploring small villages, that make us truly grateful for what we can do for these animals and the life we're living. Back on board, our new crew member was doing well. This is our current little turtle hut. Billy's currently having a nice little nap in here out of the sun. He has a little bit of room to move so that he can move in and out of the sun and stretch his little legs a bit. But obviously, since he has actually fractured a leg, we want to keep him really confined and really quiet. And because he has stitches and his skin is all open, he can't go swimming either for some time. So this will be his little home for now. Sweet dreams, Billy. So Billy did his first poop, which is great news. The bad news is there is actually plastic in it, so just another sign how dangerous the oceans can be for turtles because of us. But it is a good sign that things are passing through, that there's no big blockage, and that he's getting enough fluids and food with us here at the moment. So hopefully he continues getting better. So we just finished our little reconnaissance of the village of Ensenada. So there's around 20 dogs there, we would estimate, and we gave a lot of them injections for parasites today and treated a few sick ones. But they really wanted to have some of the dogs operated on, and we do have enough equipment left to do a few. So we're planning on going in tomorrow and basically going to operate until we have nothing left. So I'm just preparing all of the equipment. We've got lots and lots to prepare, plus our big bag back here of stuff. But they're going to come pick us up in a launcher tomorrow, and yeah, hopefully we can get a few more dogs done, and with any luck, our hope is that we can get this entire village spayed as well, and hopefully make a really big difference for the community here as well. Really, really nice people. With a day of work behind and in front of us, we jumped in for a quick dip and hull clean. Later that day, we spotted a really good reason to avoid showering for a few days though.
Good spot. Well, I guess no more jumping in the water. Woo-wee! Yeah. Ignorance is bliss though.
Join us next episode of Chuffed Adventures as we perform another village spay day and head off in some massive waves to our next destination. Until next time, stay chuffed everybody.